What's up, Tarnished Tales crew? Get ready, because we're about to drop some explosive news that will shake the foundations of your favorite franchises. We're talking about massive shifts in the gaming world that you absolutely need to know about. First up, a legendary series is getting a major overhaul. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Then, we've got a huge development behind the scenes at a major studio that could change everything. And hold on to your controllers, because we're diving deep into the future of another iconic franchise with some shocking announcements. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Ubisoft is signaling a significant shift for the Far Cry franchise, hinting at a future heavily focused on multiplayer and live service elements. This comes as CEO Yves Guillemot stated the company's intention to push multiplayer aspects more predominantly to ensure the games can be played for a long time by players. This strategic pivot marks a departure from Far Cry's traditional single-player focus, which has been the hallmark of its success since its inception. While previous titles have included multiplayer modes, they were often secondary to the rich narrative campaigns and memorable villains. The mention of live service has sparked debate among fans, with many expressing concern over potential impacts on the core Far Cry experience, such as the introduction of microtransactions and a diminished focus on single-player content. Rumors suggest that Ubisoft is working on both a traditional Far Cry title and a multiplayer-focused spin-off, possibly an extraction shooter, both slated for a 2026 release. This move by Ubisoft is seen by many as a response to the evolving gaming market and the success of games like Helldivers 2, which have demonstrated the viability of cooperative multiplayer experiences. However, the community reaction has been mixed, with many longtime fans voicing apprehension about the potential dilution of the single-player narrative and the introduction of live service mechanics that could fundamentally alter the beloved franchise. Will this new direction revitalize Far Cry or alienate its loyal fanbase? We'll break down all the implications. But first, get ready for some major behind-the-scenes news shaking up the creative leadership at a gaming giant. Ubisoft is making significant strides in building the creative leadership for its new subsidiary, which is backed by Tencent and will house core franchises like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. The company announced internally that its first creative house within this subsidiary will become operational on October 1st, with the Tencent investment on schedule for completion in 2025. This strategic move positions Ubisoft to better manage and develop its major intellectual properties in a rapidly changing gaming landscape. The partnership with Tencent, a global leader in gaming and technology, is expected to provide substantial resources and strategic insights. The establishment of dedicated creative houses aims to foster innovation and ensure the continued success of these flagship franchises, potentially leading to more focused and high-quality game development. This development has generated considerable buzz within the industry, with many anticipating how this new structure will influence the future direction of beloved series like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. Analysts are watching closely to see if this restructured approach will lead to more cohesive game development and a stronger market presence for Ubisoft's key titles. But what does this mean for the future of your favorite games? We'll get into the details. Next, we're diving into the surprising future of the Far Cry series itself. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has confirmed that the Far Cry series is set to embrace a more prominent multiplayer focus going forward. Speaking at a conference in Saudi Arabia, Guillemot stated that the company's goal for Far Cry is really to bring the multiplayer aspects more predominantly pushed, so that it can also be played for a long time by players. This declaration comes amidst ongoing speculation about the future of the franchise, including rumors of both a traditional Far Cry 7 and a multiplayer exclusive spin-off, potentially an extraction shooter. Guillemot's comments suggest a strategic shift towards live service elements, aiming to extend the longevity and playability of the games. This approach mirrors trends seen across the industry, where games are increasingly designed with ongoing engagement and post-launch content in mind. The gaming community has reacted with a mix of anticipation and concern. While some players are eager for new multiplayer experiences within the Far Cry universe, many are wary of a potential departure from the series' strong single-player roots. Discussions on platforms like Reddit highlight a desire to preserve the immersive storytelling and open-world exploration that have defined Far Cry, with concerns that an overemphasis on multiplayer could dilute these core elements and introduce unwelcome monetization strategies. Will this multiplayer push be a game changer or a misstep for Far Cry? We're dissecting the pros and cons. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of another major announcement that's got gamers talking. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has officially confirmed that Far Cry 7 will indeed be focusing more heavily on multiplayer aspects. In a statement made at the new Global Sport Conference, Guillemot outlined the strategic direction, stating the aim is really to bring the multiplayer aspects more predominantly pushed, so that it can also be played for a long time by players. This announcement signals a significant evolution for the long-running franchise, which has traditionally been celebrated for its immersive single-player campaigns and charismatic villains. The emphasis on multiplayer longevity suggests that Ubisoft is leaning towards a live-service model, an approach that has seen varied success across the industry. This move could potentially reshape the gameplay experience, with expectations of more cooperative play and persistent online features. Player reactions, particularly on forums like Reddit, have been polarized. Many fans express apprehension, fearing that this shift could compromise the narrative depth and single-player focus that have defined the series. Concerns are being raised about the potential introduction of battle passes, microtransactions, and a reduced emphasis on the single-player story, with some lamenting the perceived trend of games as a service impacting beloved franchises. Is this the future Far Cry needs, or a worrying sign for single-player gaming? We're breaking it all down. And finally, let's wrap up with a quick recap of today's hottest gaming news. That's all the breaking news for today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Tarnished Tales for more awesome content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.